Hello everybody. And it's been a while since I talked about my 75-gallon Green Jade Shrimp Tank and long fin super red Plecos. They're so that one's one of the dirtier ones. But what I've done is I gotta stand back because these guys are so skittish if I get too close to the tank. They just run and hide. So what I'm getting ready to do, well, yesterday I had to do some work on this tank. That back corner had been completely overrun with moss, kind of like the middle has, but the intake sponge on this aqueon right here, it hadn't been cleaned in 2 years, and it was starting to slow down. So I took that off, cleaned it out. Yesterday, of course, it was completely engulfed in moss like that. So I have a whole bunch of moss I need to get rid of. If anyone's interested in moss, feel free to reach out to me because I got quite a bit of moss to sell. Not a whole lot, but some. So I done that, cleared out the moss. Like these crypts over here, they're just the regular Vendetta eyes, but you can tell this is one of these red silverback, or I don't know. I'm not real good at the crypt names, but it's a lutea kind of crypt, and the rest of these are Vendetta eyes. So right there, and it's spread to there. It's like red, silver, something or other. There's some of it. That's where I started it, and it's spread all throughout. There's some even right there. Seems like it's a crypt that spreads by runners a lot more than the others. What I've done is I am getting ready to go through and cull these guys real good. And so I put some food out to gather them all in. Most of them are pretty good. Some of them are turning kind of like turquoise, but I'm definitely start working on culling these guys. The ones that have been starting to go blue on me, I'm going to try to get out. Then the ones who are not completely solid colored. So most of these are still pretty good, but some are turning light and bluish color. So I'm going to try to get that remedied. Hopefully these guys are probably about a year old. I've had them for about 10 months, I think. So they should be, these new long fin super reds should be spawning here for too much longer. Looks like my best one. It looks like it's going to be a girl. That's really good. I got 4 of them. That one's a boy, I think, yeah. That one I'm not sure. And there's one that's really big, but he's like the least clean one, so I'm not sure. They look pretty good to me. They guys seem to be growing up pretty slow, but I don't know. Got my specimen cup ready. be doing some culling. Long fin, super red. Yep, there's all 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's the one that's real big but dirty. That's a male. So, that's what's going on in this tank now. I'll get the call and then I'll show you what I've called out. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I just put these in. Take them about an hour and they all start gathering in. I might start catching them up as they gather. I'm not sure. But you get like 80% of the shrimp in the whole tank when you put enough of these algae wafers in. They all just come swarming. Alright. There's a lot of shrimp I gotta get out of here. And I'll never get all of them. But my goal is to make a big dent. Big tank with a lot of plants and a lot of shrimp. So I'm gonna do the best I can now. See, it is 10:30 Sunday morning. So I'll probably sit here and try to get them till noon or so. See what we got. Spend an hour or 2 on these guys. Alright. I better get to catching some bad shrimp. So we're about a half hour into the process here. And you can see just how many shrimp have gathered. Now what I'm trying to do is get the light colored ones and the ones that are obviously blue. Sometimes I get some that I don't mean to get, but mostly I'm doing pretty good. After a half hour, these are the ones we've got. You can see them. There's a blue one right there. Trying to get those. And the irregular, not solid colored ones and the light colored ones. Some of those are blue looking. Then they get in the right light and they look kind of green. So it's kind of hard to tell. But if there's any doubt at all about the shrimp, I'm calling, it just goes. So that's the best way to keep things going. I'm gonna have to let this tank go, admittedly, for too long. So I'll be spending Sundays are shrimp call days now. I'm sticking to it. Actually, I did some calling last night on red shrimp. But we'll keep going. Like I said, we'll never get them all, but when you got these big tanks with hundreds and hundreds of shrimp like this, you just get all the ones you can get and then keep at it the next week, keep at it the next week. Excuse me. Keep at it. Oh my gosh. Keep at it and keep at it. And eventually, I mean, all it takes is Oh, there's a really bad one right there. Okay. Time to start catching some more out. Okay, after about an hour in, it's been starting to get harder and harder to find obvious bad ones. I mean, there's still gonna be some in there, but you know, as soon as I say that, there's yellow ones. But anyway, there's still some blue-looking ones in there, but we surely made a big dent in them today. That's for sure. Look at all these culls. So irregular patterning. There's probably some good ones in there that accidentally ended up in the net, but I accidentally got some ones I didn't mean to get in the net. I looked them over, and unless they were amazing, they're just average. There's like some really looking ones in here, kind of. Oh, well, it's not gonna focus for me. So you can see the ones that are really, really dark, they're in there because you can't see it now because they are a bluish tint. So, like I always end my cull videos, because people always say, why are you killing your shrimp? It never fails. Culling just means, for me, in my case, they just go live in the cull tank. So, let's go put them in the cull tank. Here is the moss I was talking about that I need to get rid of. So if y'all are interested in moss, get a hold of me. I've been working on a shipping method that should only cost about $7 or $8 to ship. So I think I could probably do a good portion of moss for like $15, I believe. And yeah, there's still shrimp in there. I thought I got them all out because it's come out of the Green Jade tank. I haven't put chlorinated water in there and they're still living, so that tells you. Anyway, I'll put my contact info on here, or you can reach out to me in the comments if you're interested in any moss. I need to get rid of that bucket. And if I have a bunch of people interested in moss, I'm sure I got plenty of moss for anyone who wants some. Okay. So now, climbing down here on the floor at the cull tank. Look at these guys. Cull tank, skittles tank, whatever you want to call it, but there's getting to be a lot of shrimp in here. Pretty nice shrimp for a cull tank, I gotta say. Alright, here we go. So at least, I don't know how many are in here, but a lot. I don't think I've ever put green jades in this tank before. Look at all of them. I just put 100 plus red culls in here last night. I wanted to start on them green jades. You can see the green ones in there now. I need to get the glass cleaned up, put some algae wafers out, and do a video just on the cull tank. But again, I hate to be a commercial here, but if anyone is interested in cull shrimp, they're only $1 a piece plus shipping. Depends how much shipping, depends how many you're gonna get. So if you're interested in any of these, I'm getting to be I've been culling a lot of shrimp lately, and there's already a ton of shrimp in here. So cull shrimp, buck each, healthy, strong, homebred, cheap, quality cull shrimp. Got all kinds of blues and reds and oranges and greens. All kinds of wild looking things that have interbred, and just whatever's happening in my shrimps, they all end up in here. So that's the cull tank. I'm going to do a video on this one here soon. If anyone's interested in cull shrimp, hit me up. I'll put my email in here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, checking out my Green Jade and cull shrimp adventure. Thank you all for watching. Bye.